The Finland government has dropped charges against the four men arrested alongside with Mazi Simon Ekpa. And eventually, of course, Simon Ekpa is walking free out of the net of Finland because the Nigerian government has failed to establish any evidence against the supposed allegation of terrorism and against Mazi Simon Ekpa. What a great development for Biafrans over this latest news.
I think this call for a big celebration for the Biafran. Because they said a man proposed why God disposes. The enemies of Biafra, they were mocking, laughing. But today, I think they should cover their faces in shame. Do you know why? Because Finland cannot afford to compromise this with Nigeria. The whole world know. The whole world knew that Nigerian state, that Nigerian as a state is a terrorist state. For God's sake, Simon Ekpa is a freedom fighter. The whole world knows it. So how come anytime when somebody rise up in Nigeria to fight for the freedoms of Biafran, then that person will be taxed a terrorist. This is not the first time. It happened in the days of Martin Amdekalo and even up till now. Even they are still targeting other Biafran leaders to be taxed terrorists. So I know that the so-called Nigerian terrorists they have what it takes for them to manipulate the entire global war. That is for those that maybe believe they can take part, to support their corrupt system and to key in and so on and so forth. But any country feel that the integrity of their the nation is number one. Such a person will wash hand, wash leg away from Nigeria. So Finland was trying to hide under some certain promises, to betray the trust we have for them. But thank God, the plan does not work the way they think. So today we are celebrating on that news that we got. Yeah.
Wow, that is a very great news because of recent, just last week, the AGF, Attorney General of the Federation, said that it is impossible to extradite Simon Ekpa from Finland. You know, Musa has been making statements bragging that soon Simon Ekpa will be brought back to Nigeria. But unfortunately, uh, that was a mirage. It was an impossible task. Now that Finnish government have dropped the case against Mazin Nabdikano and the four Biafrans that was arrested along with Simon Ekpa, of course, he called for celebration. Do you believe that Mazin Simon Ekpa will resume his course as the prime minister?
And of course, nothing is going to stop him. Nothing is going to stop him. Nothing is going to stop him. Okay, let me tell you. You see this movement, we are determined. Yes, our leader said that instead of Biafra not to come, that every living organism in Nigeria will die, and that is where we stand.
That was a great parable.
That is where we stand. So I'm 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 the our leader Martin Amkalo also make a statement that this movement stand on the three cardinal points. One, You must not be afraid of your enemy. Two, you must learn how to speak the truth, even if it leads to your death. Then three, endeavor to do something that the thing that is right, so that the Almighty God will love you. And this where we are. So Mas Nnamdi Kanu have not defeated from this the 30 point, the 30 cardinal point. So what you are seeing Nigerian government doing was that they thought that with all the trillion, billion they have through Biafra land, that they can be able to use it to stop Biafra movement. They can't stop this Biafra movement. Nobody born of a woman have the capacity to stop this Biafra movement. Come rain, come sun. Yes.
Wow, that is a very big enthusiasm over the Biafran cause. Thank you once again for your opinion.
Thank you, sir. You're welcome, sir.